Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of Invest in You. So in this video, we'll be looking at the types of stocks that are out there so that when you do your research, you don't get confused and you're not lost when they call on blue chip stocks or penny stocks or all those things. So stick around and let's get into it. Okay, so the first one and probably one of the most important ones is your blue chip stock. So a blue chip stock is a large stock company. So it's got a large market cap. And these types of stocks have a proven track record. They are known for having good financials. They are known for having a good competitive advantage. And these type of stocks you can also call a blue chip dividend stock, which normally means they've got a good track record of having a very good dividend. So a blue chip stock company is usually a leader in their industry. So a blue chip stock is typically a very safe stock you can invest in, and the chances of something very drastically happening to them is very low. So for instance, an example of a blue chip stock would be Apple, because they've got a good track record, they're a leader in their industry, and they've got some sort of competitive advantage. And the most important thing is they've got a good history of long-term growth. Then next up, we have the dividend stocks. Now, for the dividend stocks, I'm not going to go in too deep. If you want to go in more in-depth video, go watch that video I made on dividend stocks and I'll be telling you everything about them. But in contrast to a dividend stock, you get growth stocks. So now, growth stocks are usually compared to, if you're not buying a dividend stock, then you're usually going to want to buy a growth stock. So a growth stock is a type of stock where earnings and revenue is expected to grow rapidly. These companies typically don't like paying dividends. The reason being is they want to use that excess cash and reinvest it into that company so that they can grow even more, hence the growth stock term. But now the big issue with growth stocks is they are very volatile, because if these companies miss their estimates on earnings or their revenue, they will fall in their stock price. Where with a dividend stock, as I said, investors are more okay if a company does miss their estimates or their earnings because they do have dividends. But with a growth stock, the issue is if those earnings are missed, people pull out their money because they think this company's growth history is done for and they'll just stop. Next up, the two stocks that get compared with each other is defensive stocks and cyclical stocks. Now, first up, defensive stocks. Defensive stocks are less sensitive to market changes or the economy. Defensive stocks are known for being a lot better during recessions. And an example of this would be like Costco or Walmart or even ShopRite. It's stuff that people will always need. It doesn't matter if there's a recession, if they've got lots of money or little money, people will always need this. And this is why stocks that, like companies like ShopRite or Walmart that sell food, people will always need food. You gotta eat, you know? So whether it's bad, it's recession, people will still buy those, and that's why those companies, they might dip a bit, as we've seen during the pandemic, they might struggle, but they won't just crash and downright go bankrupt. Now, compared to this, you get cyclical stocks, because it's in the name, the cyclical effect of it. So these are stocks that are affected by economic downturns. And these are normally stocks like autonomous stocks or housing, stuff like that, because people won't buy housing if there's a recession, or they won't buy cars if they've got no cash. They'll first go to the defensive stocks and buy their food. Unless, obviously, if you're buying a Tesla, because that is a very, 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 very good investment. Then finally, you have penny stocks. Now, penny stocks are known for having a value anything below $5 because it's got a small market cap, it's a small stock. And I don't like penny stocks that much, just because penny stocks are go-to for your day traders. They love day trading penny stocks because it fluctuates a lot. It's just penny stocks are usually gunned for by your day traders. So they have a big impact on the price of the stock, on the health of the stock. So it's just if day traders all of a sudden decide, hey, today I'm going to short this stock and we're going to pull out all our money, that stock will crash. So unless, by all means, like a good penny stock, in my opinion, for a JC market is the purple group stock. So that is a stock, even though it's a penny stock, it has the potential to grow really, really big. That company is huge. And I mean, they are the creators of EasyEquities, and that's why I just love them. They've now joined with Capitec. So they're one of those stocks that I think are going to move from a penny stock to a growth stock. So definitely have a look at them. A little stock drop over there. And that's pretty much the main guns in types of stock, guys. That's all you need to know. So whenever you read an article and they talk about a blue chip stock or penny stock or growth stock, now you know what it is. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit like, subscribe, and you know the drill. And thanks for watching. And then before we end off, just a little Tesla update news. So Elon recently replied to a tweet on Twitter where people were asking about the Cybertruck and stuff, and he said there might be some minute changes, and in the next month or so they're going to be releasing it and probably going to be releasing some photos to the public. I remember there was a tweet at some point where people said like the size of the Tesla truck or the Cybertruck is so big and stuff, and Elon said they can probably reduce about an inch on the width and about 6 inches on the length, which means it'll fit into your conventional garages, and it'll also allow for countries like Europe and Asia, which are a bit more dense and compacted, for the Cybertruck to be able to drive on those types of roads. So keep an eye out on that. I'll let you guys know when those updates come out, and I'll probably drop it down in one of the videos. So always remember to watch that end if I do a little Tesla scene or not, you know, sneaky. But yeah, have a good day, guys.